Everyone, welcome to episode 4, Megaman 02. In the last port, we, some more stages, and Elpizo recklessly charged into Neo Arcadia. And I'm just gonna say this right now, there's a lot of title clips in this because people interrupted me like 6 different times in this when I was recording this gameplay. But also, this is actually one of my favorite stages in the game. Not only does it have what is tied for my favorite theme which is tied for like my second favorite theme in 01, which was the final levels theme actually. But it's also just a kick-ass level because, well, first off, I'm just gonna say this right now. I actually deserve the S rank in this one because I get 95. Also, S-Tan, S-Sub-Tank, Cyber Health, very useful. But for now that I deserve the S rank, but considering the speed that I go through here compared to the next level, I hated it. That's the one thing I really don't like about the Zero series, actually, is that sometimes the level length can be a bit, that's the word I'm looking for, inconsistent. Like, some can be, like, 2.5 minutes long, the others, like, 13. And again, it also depends on the playing speed. Now, one thing I find really odd is that you can revisit this level later on, like after all this is over and done with, after all these resistant soldiers' bodies, which are littered all over the place, mind you, should have been disposed of, but they're still there from my memory. It's been a while since I did that. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the purpose of this block is. I hadn't played this game in a bit, so I decided to check it out anyway, but as far as I know, there's nothing. Also, freaking Megaman respawn. That's the first time Megaman's instant respawn when you just put them off screen. It's kinda screwed me over. That's the one time it's ever done that. And actually, we're coming up on the boss of this stage, which is actually a really unique boss. You're going to need all 3 elemental ships because you're facing all 3 kinds of golems. First off, electric golems. Just use the ice chip. They're the exact same as they were back in the intro stage. Even though I got hit a lot by this one for some reason. Luckily, I have a sub-tank. I love the sub-tank. It's really awesome. I think, according to the rankings at least, you're supposed to take a lot of damage during this, which makes no sense to me. And next up is a fire golem, which I could have shown in Phoenix Magnion stage, but I didn't have that. I didn't go that route. If you were in the pipe section I was in, and you destroyed that one part of the floor that I didn't destroy, you could have fought one of these guys earlier. I think you can get a Cyber Health for that too. I'm not sure if it's useful. It probably is like a vitality increaser. But I won't need it because I still know. Because while this game may be the hardest, I still find it kind of easy, especially with that final boss. And next up we have the snow golem that we saw in the Polar Bear Guy stage. No chance. That's what I like to see. That's a deserved S rank. It finally makes sense. And now it's time for plot. But where's Elpizo, though, actually? Oh, there he is. Why are you so late, Zero? I was so bored that we had to retire all the resistance soldiers to pass the time. All that remains is only this inferior ex-Neo Arcadian citizen. Zero, I've been waiting for you not too long. They were too weak to have fun with. I wanted to face you. Why don't we have fun together? Stop. What? Did you come to rescue this Reploid, Zero? Yeah. Why do you bother? Even if you help him, he won't thank you. And if he lives, even more resistance soldiers are going to die. I'll save this Reploid, and I won't let any more resistance soldiers die. Why is that die capitalized? How greedy. But can you really do that by yourself? Emergency! Emergency! Oh, Maverick. Oh, wait, no, this isn't X4. You guys don't even probably remember that. It was in Zero's intro cutscene. Yeah, I'm not going to be voicing the operators, by the way. They are not important enough. Ooh, can you hear it? A bombardment aircraft is heading for your base with a special bomb. What? Using bombs is not my style, but all is fair in love and war. Your resistance forces have made a mistake that can't be forgiven. New Arcadia, or should I say, human society, is not a thing that Reploids can rebel against. If they do, they should be exterminated. Operator, transfer us back to the base. One thing I still find really odd is the fact that Zero has a unique transfer animation. I didn't even comment over that, but everyone else just normally wipes out Zero. I don't think that justice is destroying resistance forces, but as long as they try to disobey humans, destroying them is my goal. And at least he thinks he's righteous. Transfer completed. Oh joy, now we have to... And by the way, even though it says 10 minutes, you don't have a time limit. I'll take care of it. Ready a shuttle. I'm coming with you, Zero. I heard it's carrying a special bomb. I don't think you can just destroy it. You must neutralize it before you can destroy it. No, it's too dangerous. Zero, you can act brave, but you shouldn't be reckless. You know we have no other choice. Use a portable trance server. I'll let you know when. And thank God they gave you a save point, because until the next set of missions, once you re-enter the room to go to Neo Arcadia for that first mission, yeah, you're kind of stuck. Because that's a point of no return until after this mission. And now we have what is by far my least favorite stage in the game. First off, bottomless pits all throughout this first section, when you're on these ladybug beetle things. I really don't know what these are. I can recommend that you try at least and have the chain rod on for this section, so you can grapple onto any of these individuals, so you can grab onto them from a distance, which may be fairly useful, but I'm still a guy that prefers offense over usefulness, so I need to keep the Z-Saber on. And now we have this little mini-boss, which can be killed in 2 charge slashes and a couple of normal slashes. It's fairly easy. That gave me a lot of trouble for some reason as a child. And now we have a place where if you want to grind for energy crystals or such, I actually kind of recommend this spot because of the, like, 4 or 5 pantheons that are there. Energy crystals, meh. Use the ice chip here, by the way, because the delay that it puts on the little electrical barriers that do regenerate is very useful, especially for this little section here. Dash your ass off. Don't miss that jump, because otherwise you're going to end up like me and almost die. Whew. I'm very glad right now that I actually have minimal health. Also free life. And this guy again. Yeah, you can die. Actually, it's really weird. Normal electric golems like these ones and the ones in the intro stage die in 2 charge attacks, yet the ones back at the one back at the first New York, the stage at the beginning of this part, dies in 3. That's strange balancing. Also, if I'm correct, that cyber elf we just got there was the other sub-tank elf. And I'll start using the cyber elves after I beat the final mission, which is going to be painful with one of the next few stages. And now we have my least favorite section, because if you mess up something just so slightly here, you're going to die very painfully. But luckily, if you have to delay, it's not that bad. Keyword, not that bad. And we got I think that's a... I'm guessing by the end of the name, that's a medic-type elf. And now we have this section. I set the transfer course. Transfer CL here. I'll quickly release the bomb. The device is... it's here. I need 90 seconds to release the fuse. Please provide cover for me. Now for this section, I highly recommend that you have your shield boomerang out. Doesn't matter whether or not it's fully leveled, all you need to do is so you can have the bullets bounce back. Also, make sure you have your Z-Saber so that when you get the fully charged and those green crawler pantheons get up to you, you can kill them in one hit. This, if I remember correctly, this is actually what determines your mission points. So if she gets hurt, it's kind of like the first mission of Mega Man 01. You'll lose points to your mission completion. Yeah, the 90-second time limit thing is not that bad. From what I've heard, if she gets hit too much, some of the time will reset, so not all of it, but some of it will, so you'll be pressed for time, but if you do this strategy, you really have no chance of losing. The most that'll happen is that you'll probably take some damage, really, that's about it. It's weird, the pulsation... oh, wait, no, that's what it reminds me of. The pulsating bomb in the background reminds me of something from Mega Man ZX. Advent, to be precise. With Waddle W. We'll get to ZX eventually. Maybe you'll be done in shortly? I don't like your phrasing there, CL. I'm guessing you're gonna fail. And once the time limit's over, you don't have to worry, you just have to kill all the enemies that are left. Which, majority of the time, are just... crawler pantheons. And now you have to just transfer out and here and we're done, right? Right? CL, you go ahead. Alright. You follow me quickly. Of course. Air turbulence is preventing us from leaving, so... yeah. But luckily somehow the storage compartment got damaged. That's lucky. Right? But first off, there's a cyber elf. You have to go down to progress farther in the level towards the boss, but we want to go over here first so we can get some stuff. First off, pick up the chain rod for the shields. And also, in case you're wondering right now, the boss is weak against ice, so get that chip ready. And this is actually a really easy place to farm energy crystals. But I don't think you can return here later, so... yeah, because that wouldn't make sense in terms of plot. I don't know where half of these guys go, by the way. Oh, and, first... oh, Ashurno and Eterna. They're interesting cyber elves. If you use them, you get an automatic A rank, which gets you because A rank is the minimum you need to get a... EX skill. But once you use it, you're guaranteed an F for the rest of the game, pretty much. So only use it if you get like an A, or if you get a B or below on the last two, because as far as I know, there's only 2 A rank elves. There might be 3 or 4, but I'm not too sure. Hey, boss! Door music.
Don't expect you can go back easily, Zero. I know you have released the bomb. However, we can still continue our mission if I have the aircraft crash into your base. I am Kuagast Ankus. We will become a flaming arrow and crash into your base.
Well, this guy looks somewhat familiar, doesn't he? I wonder what that could be. Totally not a boss from the previous game. And personally, if you have low health levels like I do, he is an annoying as hell boss. I didn't beat this game until like 2000... 6. Yeah, I actually surprisingly beat this before 01. Until 2006 because of this guy. In fact, it's because of this entire stage, because I was just like, that is... Ugh. But luckily, due to my low health levels, I can do fairly well. And dead. Or not. I think that's his S-Ring attack.
But brother, help me! I'm sorry, I failed to avenge you.
Oh, I'm exploding now. Exploding now. Yeah, I did poorly on damage that one. That would normally be an A rank, so at least I would have still gotten the, what's it called, EX skill. What is with this game? I'm convinced that this is like a weirded out ROM. Or something. Also, I'm gonna say, I love this remix. It's of the first theme we hear in 01 when Zero shows up. Where's Commander Elpizo? And as it turns out, Elpizo, after all that happened, ran like a wuss. Then again, we'll learn his motive for that very momentarily. Miss Ciel, our operation has failed. You can blame my foolishness. I'm such a fool. I was an errand boy in the Arcadia when I came here. They assigned me as commander, and I failed everyone. I was such a fool. This is all because I didn't have the power. I want to be strong. I want to be all-powerful. I want to be the most powerful Reploid ever. I'll destroy Neo Arcadia. And all the humans. Then I'll be a true hero. And now Elpizo's gone missing. So now it's our time to search for him. And now, thankfully, Ciel's no longer in her room. We must help Elpizo. Thankfully, Ciel's now in this room, so you don't have to go all the way to her room to save and such. Which is very useful. And to do with your Cyber Elf stuff as well. Speaking of which, let's check out the elves. Nothing I can upgrade. Well, no, I can upgrade these guys for when I need sub-tanks later in the game. Because I'm not using any Cyber Elves until after the 8th skill. Actually, what is the 8th skill? I can't remember. Is it even only 8? Huh. And also, let's save, just to be careful after that pain in the ass level. And if we look at the missions, it's time for us to fight the Guardians again. Although, since Phantom died, he's been replaced with a Frog. Frogger, is that you? But with that done, I'm going to have to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys next time on Mega Man 02. See you guys then.